Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On the news hour tonight, does Rahul Gandhi need a reality check as the Congress undergoes its Central Working Committee meeting in Gujarat tonight? Also, on the news hour tonight, is the India Alliance losing face and fight with the latest scandals and WhatsApp chats of the Trinamool Congress coming out? Also on the news hour tonight, Trump tariff and trade wars. What's happening? What will happen next? What are markets saying, and what is Elon Musk saying to President Trump? All of that coming up on this action-packed edition of the News Hour tonight. But first, ladies and gentlemen, on the 26th of November 1949, the Constituent Assembly of India adopted the Constitution of India. 76 years later, history has been rewritten by Rahul Gandhi. The father of our Constitution, B.R. Ambedkar, would be intrigued to know that Rahul Gandhi, the self-professed savior of the Constitution, says that the Constitution was written in 1947 and not in 1949. The man who has shunned merit as a criteria has now also realized that caste and communal Rajniti is what led to the Congress's miserable record of 90 electoral losses on a trot. Let's tell you how Rahul Gandhi has gone from Constitution faux pas to Bihar to appeasement ka naya formula in Gujarat. The Gandhi Scion was in Ahmedabad today for the Congress Working Committee meeting, charting the way forward. After all, Gujarat has been the stronghold of the Congress rule, yet the party last won an election here only in 1985, 40 years ago. So it was all down to Rahul Gandhi's Arth Shastra to powering Congress floundering sales. In fact, sources told Times Now that Rahul Gandhi admitted that in UP the Congress focused only on Dalits, minorities and Brahmins. This is why the OBCs have left us. He lamented in the CWC meeting. So here's his winning formula. OBC plus Dalit plus Muslim to win Gujarat. Sounds familiar to you? Well, it's a copy-paste from his alliance partner Akhilesh Yadav's PDA Pichda Dalit Alpsankyak. Sounds familiar? So UP formula to be put forth for operation in Gujarat. So while realization of appeasement strikes Rahul Gandhi, instead of walking the path of Sabka Saath, he has only cast the net wider. Is this how he will save the Samvidhan? But first, watch the latest misguided missile as called by the BJP, by Rahul Gandhi, and how the BJP gave him a reality check.
लोग मुझे कहते हैं कि ये संविधान 1947 में लिखा गया था, और मैं उनसे कहता हूं नहीं, ये संविधान हजारों साल पुराना है। और इस किताब के अंदर अंबेडकर जी की सोच, फूले जी की सोच, गांधी जी, नेहरू जी, गुरु नानक जी, कबीर, जिन लोगों को हिंदुस्तान मानता है और रिस्पेक्ट करता है, उनकी सोच इसके अंदर है।
राहुल गांधी जी कहीं क्या है कि संविधान तो 1000 साल पहले बना था। अरे भाई, संविधान तो बाबा साहब ने बनाया था, भीमराव अंबेडकर जी ने। क्यों अपमान कर रहे हो भाई? बाबा साहब का आपने जीते जी अपमान किया, और परिनिर्वाण होने के बाद भी इतने वर्षों बाद अपमान कर रहे हो। ये कांग्रेस की कल्चर का पार्ट है कि वो ऐसे महापुरुषों का वो अपमान करती है।
शायद श्री राहुल गांधी जी को पता नहीं कि भारत का संविधान 26 नवंबर 1949 को लिख के तैयार हुआ। इसीलिए प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने संविधान दिवस 26 नवंबर 1949 को किया है। संभवतः ऐसे ही भटके हुए नौजवानों को समझाने के लिए संविधान दिवस की आवश्यकता थी, और कांग्रेस उस संविधान दिवस का स्वागत नहीं करती थी और प्रकारांतर से विरोध करती थी।
They don't understand and believe in the ethos of this country. संत कबीर, बाबा नानक, महावीर जी, भगवान बुद्ध, all these great saints and sages who walked on this earth, inspired the makers of the Constitution of India. BJP should come on record and tell us whether they believe in Guru Nanak ji, whether they believe in Kabir Das ji, whether they believe in Tulsi Das ji.
While we are on the subject of Rahul Gandhi's faux-pas, let's remind you of some more gems which didn't arise out of merit.
The term Devta, do you know what it means? No. What? No, it doesn't mean God. No, it doesn't mean the deity. So Devta in India actually means a person whose internal feelings are exactly the same as his external expression.
The reason China is sitting inside this country is because Make in India has failed. The reason China is sitting inside this country is because India is refusing to produce.
मान लो इनकी दुकान में आज 100 लोग काम करते हैं, तो अगर इनकी जलेबी बाकी हिंदुस्तान में जाएगी, बाकी दुनिया में जाएगी, तो शायद उनकी फैक्ट्री में एक दिन 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 लोग काम कर सकें.
So can Rahul Gandhi win the confidence of the voters when he can't even keep his own flock together is also a question the BJP is asking tonight. Watch how Congress seems to be in shambles during the latest visit of Rahul Gandhi to Bihar. Just yesterday, during his Begusarai rally, Congress cadres were seen fighting each other. They rained blows and slaps as infighting came out in the open. Across in Karnataka, the Kissa Kursika continues between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar. Both their camps are vying for the CM chair for their bosses. Even Congress loyalists seem to be shifting their loyalty. Shashi Tharoor is turning into a Modi fan with every passing day. He has been giving a thumbs up to Modi's policies, from vaccine Maitri to Russia-Ukraine war to even tariffs. So while election after election, Rahul Gandhi's equity has been going down, in the other camp, BJP is extremely clear about their vision and visionary. In Maharashtra, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has also declared that Modi will return in 2029 too. But can Rahul Gandhi stop a rerun of Modi 4.0? And can this copy-paste formula from Akhilesh Yadav revive Congress with Sabka Saath? Can Congress win Janta's heart? These are questions that Rahul Gandhi is facing tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, the Motorola legitimate question that we're asking: does Rahul Gandhi need a reality check? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, National Spokesperson and Member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha, speaking for the BJP. Joining the debate tonight is also Abhijit Iyer Mitra, Senior Fellow, IPCS, also political commentator, Vivek Silas, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. But my first question goes to Tehseen Poonawalla, Congress supporter. And Tehseen Poonawalla, I want to ask you, can you just tell our viewers and people of this country, when was the Constitution actually made and founded? When did we adopt it? 1949, 1947, thousands of years ago? Was it by B.R. Ambedkar ji or by Guru Nanak and Kabir ji? Little bit of confusion on that one. Also the question many are asking. The CWC is meeting in Gujarat, and they call Gujarat their stronghold, even though the last time they had a government in Gujarat was 4 decades ago. And the latest formula that they have found is a formula Akhilesh Yadav has already implemented in Uttar Pradesh and shown the kind of results he did in the Lok Sabha elections by becoming the largest party in Uttar Pradesh. Where exactly is Mr. Rahul Gandhi leading the party, and what's the blueprint?
Thank you so much, Navika ji, for having me on the show. Good evening to you, to all my fellow panelists, and to all your viewers. There are two aspects of this debate. First, of this magnificent and my most holiest book, The Constitution of India. This book is actually thousands of years ago old, and the inspiration from this does come from thousands of years ago from Lord Ram. If I may please be allowed to elaborate, the right to equality is Article 14, comes from Lord Ram's governance. Raghukul Reet Sada Chali Jai, Pran Jai Par Vachan Na Pai. The right to protect the weak comes Article 15, Article 16, comes from Lord Ram's governance. The right to life and liberty, Article 21, also comes from Ram Rajya. Also Article 19, the right to free speech. All of this was something Lord Ram embodied. In fact, that is why Lord Ram is known as the greatest king ever. In fact, if you do study Indian mythology, if you may call it, or Indian history, I prefer to call it history, but because of deference, you will see that Lord Ram's governance, in fact, the Raghukul governance was a governance based on some sort of a constitution. You may agree or disagree, we may have different points of view in today's period, but there was an actual governance. In fact, even Raja Dashrath had to consult. There's always consultation. The king always consulted. There was an assembly, and there would always be consultation. So there was this, our governance comes from Lord Ram. So Sudhanshuji is a wizard here. He will perhaps agree with me and add to that. The work on the constitution began by Jawaharlal Nehru, actually Motilal Nehru ji, Jawaharlal Nehru ji, and M.N. Roy ji. In the Lahore session of the Congress, the fundamental rights as envisaged by Motilal Nehru ji and later on by Jawaharlal Nehru ji and M.N. Roy ji were put forward to the Congress Constituent Assembly in the Lahore session. After which the assembly to the board to create the Constitution of India was formed in 1946, and the fundamental rights of which Prime Minister Nehru in 1947 did play an important role, did take place all those meetings, and Kriplani, the then Congress President Acharya Kriplani, did head that subcommittee of the Constitution drafting the fundamental rights from the fundamental rights given in the Congress Lahore session. I know this because I am studying I'm doing my PhD in the Indian Constitution. You may mock me.
How much longer will you take to give your thesis to this nation, Tehseen?
You may mock me, Navika ji, but I'm doing my PhD in this, so I put forward my point.
Yeah. I mean, your entire thesis tonight for my viewers.
No, I gave you 4 points, Navika ji.
Okay.
If you find anything fault in that, you may please correct me.
No.
But this is my
what I find extremely sweet is that you talked about Lord Ram. Your party does not go to the Ram Mandir, but remembers Lord Ram through you. Your party called him a mythological figure, and that's the affidavit they gave in Supreme Court. And you say that Sudhanshu Trivedi ji will agree with you. Of course, he will agree with you. It is the Congress that may not agree with you, and that is the dilemma that you are in today. Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, ab ye constitutional remark that was made by Rahul Gandhi of 1,000 years ago, usko justify karne ke liye, oh God, how long did Tehseen Poonawalla take to give a long, winded historical explanation?
Defend karna tha.
I don't know if viewers today have understood anything, but Sudhanshu ji, please respond to him.
Navika ji, it is a very pleasant surprise that the young generation leaders, supporters of Congress, like Mr. Tehseen Poonawalla, who has now said that the constitution gets inspiration from Bhagwan Ram. And this was the thing which we were saying. And when Sri Mohan Bhagwat ji has said, when Sri Ram got the Pran Pratishtha on 22nd of January 2024, that was a real establishment of the real ethos of the actual India, and in your words, the real spirit of the constitution. And why, Navika ji, I am saying it's a pleasant surprise, because these are the parties who ideological or intellectual, or I can say the subverted supporters used to say कि भारत तो कभी एक देश था ही नहीं. It is the Mughals who have made the India a country. It was the Britishers who have made the India a country. But today, Rahul Gandhi, though he is a perpetually young guy, जिसे हम लोग एक उसमें कहते हैं ना, भटके हुए नौजवान जिनको अक्सर कई बार गलती हो जाती है और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जेब में रखते हैं, तो मुझे लगता है जेब ही में रखते हैं, कभी निकाल के पढ़ते नहीं है. पर उनके मुंह से जो एक बात निकली वो मैं कहना चाहता हूं, बिल्कुल ये देश हजारों साल पुराना है. एंड ऑन अ सीरियस नोट, I would like to tell Navika ji, to your viewers, these are the people who used to say that the democracy came from Europe. The same Rahul Gandhi ji has said, why the defenders of democracy like Europe and America are silent? But our Prime Minister said that we are the mother of democracy. Yes, the democracy didn't started with Magna Carta in British Parliament in 1215. It has started much before that. Karnataka's Anubhav Mandapam of the 12th century. And prior to that, Chola empires elected village panchayats. Prior to that, Vaishali ka Ganarajya at the time of Buddha. Prior to that, Sabha and Samiti during the Vedas time. And that's how the name Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has been derived. And the concept of trusteeship, which has been considered the hallmark of democracy, was there in our tradition. महाराणा प्रताप कहते थे, चित्तौड़ के शासक भगवान एक लिंग हैं. I am just a representative of him. तो त्रावणकोर के राजा कहते थे कि शासक पद्मनाभ स्वामी हैं. I am just the trustee of that. So the concept of trusteeship, which they have given to the Europeans, it was fundamentally an Indian context. और अभी जो राहुल जी बोल रहे थे कि ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इंस्पिरेशन लेता है नेहरू जी से, उन्होंने नानक जी का, गुरु नानक देव का नाम लिया, उन्होंने कबीर दास जी का नाम लिया, तो मैं बताना चाहता हूं बिल्कुल हमारे इथोस में माना जाता है ऑल दीज ग्रेट सेजेस ऑफ द मिडीवल एज रिप्रेजेंटेड सम ऑफ द ग्रेट सोल्स ऑफ आवर एंशिएंट टाइम. एक हिंदी में दोहा है, शायद आपके दर्शकों ने सुना हो या ना सुना हो. जनक विदेही नानका, सुखदेव दास कबीर, वाल्मीकि तुलसी भयो, ऊधव शूर शरीर. अर्थात यह माना जाता है कि गुरु नानक देव क्या थे? वो परम ज्ञानी राजा जनक, जिन्हें विदेह कहा जाता था, जो देह से परे हो गए थे, वो उनके स्वरूप थे. और सुखदेव दास कबीर यानी कबीर दास महाज्ञानी सुखदेव के प्रतीक थे. और वाल्मीकि तुलसी भयो, तुलसीदास वाल्मीकि जी के प्रतीक थे. और उद्धव जो भगवान कृष्ण के मित्र थे, वो सूर शरीर यानी सूर के रूप में शरीर धारण किए. इसीलिए मैं कहना चाह रहा हूं, इंडिया को थोड़ा सा समझो तो समझ में आएगा. मगर क्या बताएं, जब से ये गांधी स्कूल ऑफ थॉट को छोड़कर सोरोस स्कूल ऑफ थॉट में आ गए हैं, तब से इनके लिए समस्या होने लगी है. बट आई वुड लाइक टू अप्रिशिएट दैट अगर तहसीन पूनावाला ने ये बोला है, तो जो एक पुराना गीत था नाविका जी, तू हिंदू बनेगा न मुसलमान बनेगा, तू बदले हुए वक्त की पहचान बनेगा. अगर तहसीन भाई ने भगवान राम का नाम लिया है, तो मैं कहूंगा बदले हुए वक्त की पहचान है. और ये बदला वक्त इसलिए आया है.
डोंट गेट सो एक्साइटेड सुधांशु जी, बिकॉज तहसीन पूनावाला hasn't got a ticket from the Congress party, probably because of the views that he holds. But let me get in Vivek Silas. Vivek Silas, now Ram का महत्व पता चलने लगा, Guru Nanak का, also Kabir. We are going back to the ethos. But when B.R. Ambedkar ji was alive, what did the Congress do to him? Also, let me ask you, Pichhda, Dalit, Alpsankyak is the PDA alliance that was founded by Akhilesh Yadav, is now being hijacked by Rahul Gandhi, and that is his statement in Gujarat CWC. How do you see this development, and is this dawning upon the Congress party today after Modi ji has won 3 consecutive elections? The Congress party is still trying to analyze why they lost them?
Actually, Navika ji, what I feel right now, in the beginning of your statement, you stated that does Rahul Gandhi need a reality check? I think it's the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Honorable Prime Minister who needs the reality check. And I think most of your viewers and the panelists will agree on that, because you know what Rahul Gandhi said. Rahul Gandhi said that he talked about equality, he talked about peace, he talked about harmony, and he talked about respect. And he took the names of Lord Buddha, he took the name of Guru Nanak ji, he took the name of Kabir, he took the name of Baswana ji, and he took the name of Narayan Guru. And all these great gentlemen and gods who were there on our pious land, they talked about equality, peace, harmony and respect. हाँ, उन्होंने बोला कि ये our constitution is derived from these legends. And I think there is nothing wrong about it. He talked about 1,000 years back. But when the Honorable Prime Minister can say कि हम 1,000 साल के आगे की भारत की बात कर रहे हैं. पहले तो उन्होंने कहा 2025 तक हम 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बन जाएंगे. रॉन्ग. उन्होंने कहा किसानों की आय दुगनी हो जाएगी. रॉन्ग. उन्होंने कहा 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक हर भारतीयों के सर पे छत होगी. रॉन्ग. उन्होंने कहा नोटबंदी से काला धन, आतंकवाद, भ्रष्टाचार सब खत्म हो जाएगा, रॉन्ग। उन्होंने कहा बुलेट ट्रेन चल जाएगी, सब रॉन्ग। तो आई थिंक इट्स द भारतीय जनता पार्टी दैट नीड्स टू इंट्रोस्पेक्ट and it's the Bharatiya Janata Party reality check to Bharatiya Janata Party.
All right. Vivek Silas says the party that has won 3 elections, the party that has completed 1 year in office is the party that needs a reality check, not the Congress party. Now, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, I want to ask you, there is a battle that's going on in Karnataka. You saw the fisticuffs that were happening in Begusarai. You've seen also, Shashi Tharoor seems to be more of a BJP member these days than the Congress party member. And they're saying that the reality check is required by the BJP. And Rahul Gandhi is stealing the formula of Akhilesh Yadav in Uttar Pradesh, putting out as his own. He just realized that, they've been supporting Muslims and Dalits and not the OBCs. After losing 3 elections, he's just realized that. But he doesn't need a reality check. BJP needs a reality check. Can you please explain this?
Navika, I just want you to look at the faces of my 3 co-panelists today. Sudhanshu ji is grinning. Now Tehseen has started grinning. And Mr. Silas is not grinning. Now, it is very clear from this that Mr. Sudhanshu ji is very grateful to Rahul Gandhi ji. I have always said this. When Modi ji wakes up in the morning, his first puja is always Rahul Gandhi bala rahe. Because nobody has helped him more on his path to a parliamentary majority than Rahul Gandhi has. Rahul Gandhi is the biggest leader of the BJP. I have always said this and I will continue to make. And see, Sudhanshu ji is grinning away majorly right now. So you know what is the reality out here.
Abhijit,
second, I
not
have
biggest
always...
leader, biggest asset.
Biggest asset, sorry. Biggest asset, correct. Thank you. I always have an issue of bringing religion into politics in any form or way. That said, I can't get over the fact that Rahul Gandhi did not mention a single Hindu guru in all of this. And he equated Guru Nanak with his grandfather, as if Nehru was equivalent to Guru Nanak. I really want to know what Punjabi voters think, Sikh voters think about all of this. The second thing here is, we keep going into, where these ideas come from. Because Tehseen made this very interesting point that it was Rama's ideals and all of that. Every time you bring this up in science, who invented the rocket? The Americans will say it was Goddard. The Germans will say it was Werner von Braun. The Russians will say it was Tsiolkovsky. And when they start fighting, they'll all claim, well, it was the octopus that first invented rocket principles because it takes in water and pushes it out through capillary motion, and that is the ignition of the rocket. So, this can be stretched as far back as you want. Do we really want somebody who keeps saying that he does not want the communalization of politics, he wants secularism, 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 then invoking religious figures to justify the constitution? The second thing he's done is he's taken away credit from B.R. Ambedkar, a Dalit man who drafted our constitution. I think he also needs to inspect very, very clearly. Of course, the BJP is smiling. He needs to be inspecting very clearly how is it that he manages to alienate every single section of society simultaneously. When Indira Gandhi was asked why they lost the 1977 election, she said we alienated all groups of people at the same time. It seems to me Rahul Gandhi is much more adept at doing that than Indira Gandhi ever was.
Well, Tehseen Poonawalla, you want to take that question along with the question from a viewer tonight, Mr. Vatsayan, Dr. Vatsayan, who's asking this question from Ludhiana, and his question is the constitution a mere showpiece or a trophy to be carried for the Congress party without knowing the ethos, without knowing the details of it? Well, please respond to both questions.
I have a lot of respect for the panelist, the question he raised, and I don't think it's a showpiece for the Congress. The first 3 words of our constitution are we the people, not I, the leader of opposition, I, the prime minister, I, the president. And I think what Shri Rahul Gandhi ji is doing is raising important questions of we the people, which need to be asked. And that is the fundamentals of the rights that Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar has given us. He's put us, we the people, as the centerpiece of this magnificent book. So, I mean, I can only thank Rahul Gandhi ji for being an alert leader of opposition and raising the correct issues that the people of India want raised. For example, 19 lakh crores being wiped off of the stock market. For example, other matters that relate to the people of India, the economy. So he's doing that. There will be trolling. There will be people who will go after him. BJP is a political party. They may question him. But that doesn't matter. To the points that Abhijit made on why the Congress is or isn't winning, I do think they should get their social engineering right. And in that attempt is the Gujarat answer that Rahul Gandhi is trying to do. And I don't think there's anything wrong in that. If the BJP can do social engineering.
Nothing wrong in what Rahul Gandhi is doing, but no answers to the problems in Begusarai, no answers to what Shashi Tharoor is saying, no answers to the formula that Akhilesh Yadav actually did his startup experiment with in Uttar Pradesh, which Rahul Gandhi today is putting out as his own.
One thing I would like to say that this time Tahseen ji has put up an issue which was wrong in context. He was talking about the share market crash. So I would like to ask him, can he name a single share market in the world which has not crashed in the last 24 hours? Whether it's Japan's Nikkei or Hong Kong's Hang Seng or the Chinese or the Dutish or the German or the French CAC or the Dow Jones. Bataiye na koi bacha. And US, you are talking about 17 lakh crores have wiped out. You know, in US stock market, 420 lakh crore rupees have been wiped out. $7 trillion. So this is a tariff problem which is happening worldwide, but our opponents are in a perpetual habit of blaming everything to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. A tsunami aa jayegi to kahenge ki Modi ji le aaye. I still remember there was a cartoon in our childhood कि इलाहाबाद में बाढ़ आ गई थी तो एक कार्टून बना था कि इंदिरा गांधी कह रही इसमें आरएसएस का हाथ है. उसी ढंग से इनको हर चीज में मोदी का, बीजेपी का, आरएसएस का हाथ नजर आने लगता है. एक ग्राउंड रियलिटी. नाउ कमिंग टू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन क्वेश्चन, I would like to say that Baba Sahib Ambedkar, who has taken an uphill task to write and draft the constitution, if somebody is saying that this was very much there as it was, so I think this is showing a disrespect to the efforts of Baba Sahib Ambedkar. But as far as the ethos are concerned, Baba Sahib himself has written कि ये देश ऐसा नहीं है कि अभी से आया हुआ है. उन्होंने कई जगहों पे लिखा हुआ है कि इस देश की इथोस कहां से आ रही हैं, तो उन इथोस को ही जब हमने डिपिक्ट किया है पिक्चर्स में आप ही लोगों ने, एंड मोदी जी ट्राइड टू पुट फोर्थ द ओरिजिनल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन विद द सेम इंस्पिरेशनल पिक्चर्स ऑफ भगवान राम, भगवान कृष्ण, भगवान बुद्धा एंड अदर्स, देन दे हैव स्टार्टेड पुटिंग क्वेश्चन ऑन दैट. So that shows they are neither having respect to the real Indian tradition. And lastly, I would like to say, they are having a perpetual habit of OBC, Dalit, Muslim. Navika ji, it is very easy to cut a fruit and get a slice of that. It's a matter of just few seconds. But it is very difficult to grow a fruit. आम का सीजन चल रहा, आम काटना बहुत आसान है. हमने आम का बीज अगर आप लगाएंगे तो 10-12 साल लगेगा आम का पेड़ आने में, और बौर आने से लेके एक आम का फल आने में 1 साल लगता है. हमने बीज से शुरू किया और 60 साल में आज यह वृक्ष बना है. सबको जोड़कर एक फल बनाया है. और आप लोगों ने सुविधा की राजनीति की है, पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ कन्वीनियंस. हमेशा कास्ट में डिवाइड करो. गुजरात में खाम, माधव सिंह सोलंकी, KHAM. इन हरियाणा एंड यूपी अजगर. इन बिहार भूरा बाल निकाल रहा हूं. एंड नाउ ही हिमसेल्फ हैज एक्सेप्टेड द दलित, ब्राह्मण एंड Muslims and elevation of OBC. So this shows the politics of convenience, and Modi ji has shown the politics of courage and efforts and struggle.
Well, clearly, Rahul Gandhi has the arduous task of reviving the Congress party. But is he reinventing the wheel by going back to the age-old appeasement formula? The latest mantra seemed to be a copy-paste from Akhilesh's handbook by relying on inspiration rather than innovation. Can Rahul Gandhi revive the fortunes of the Congress with this? Hope he gets his facts and figures right before he scripts Congress ka Arthashastra. Maybe for starters, he can get the date of the Constitution right. And not just that, ladies and gentlemen. When we talk about India and we talk about the ethos of the Constitution, Mr. Rahul Gandhi if you really believed in the constitution, why did the UPA government call Ram a mythical character? A question that needs to be answered. We leave